Alright, welcome to my Liri assignment. We got a couple things going on here. Start off with some node dependencies. We need Axios for our searches. We need Spotify. We use the node Spotify API, and we also require our keys.js, and we have our actual keys hidden in our .env file, which I won't bring up, so it stays private. We let Liri equal arg2 and query equal arg3. Now, in this, I'm assuming that they're going to be putting any multi-word searches in quotes. I could, I suppose, use the one function that we learned about earlier today, this Saturday, on how to do that pretty quickly, but I decided to spend a little bit more time on other things. I decided to also use Inquirer, so we have our, if you want, you can be prompted and choose between movie searches, song searches, or band searches, and based on your choice, you get another function of Inquirer prompts. If you choose a movie, you're gonna get questioned about what movie you'd like to learn about, and that response gets put into my movie search function. Same thing with Spotify, and same thing with the bands in town. Here you can see what I did to get my Spotify search working. If there is no query parameter, then it's going to be the song Return of the Mac. I went with that because the sign does not work. It comes up undefined by Spotify, even though it definitely exists on Spotify. We do a Spotify search, and this references back to our constant up above, and this follows their parameters. Um, it's got a callback for errors and data, and if we have an error, we're going to have that happen, and we're going to return the console log. But for the most part, that doesn't happen. Song titles most people get right. We use this just to shorten the search or the typing because I don't have to type it out 4 times in a row, and we console log out all the information that was asked. We also can do a movie search. Again, we have a if there is no query parameter, then we're going to put in Mr. Nobody per the README files request. We use some nice template literals throughout, and I try to have this a little bit more sentence oriented, and it it answers all the things that it asked me to. We got the band search again. You guys didn't have a if no band is queried, what to do, so I decided to go with Foo Fighters. One of the issues that I did have with this one that I still need to work into this for like the next phase would be an error function, because if there is no upcoming concerts, you get an error. But I just did all this just to be nice and quick, and make when I'm typing it out in template literals be a little bit more legible for myself. Probably didn't need to. We get the moment formatted, all that. Here's the random one, or do what it says is the requirement in the homework, and that's going to read the file, which is random.txt, which is quite simply Spotify the song. I want it that way. We have the error callback and some of the methods I used. Below that, we have this function I call show help, which if a person is interested and doesn't know type any of the possible commands, they'll get this console logged out, so they'll have a better idea of what to do. So you can see I have this song Spotify. You can do bands. You can do movies. Um, you can also just do what it says, and you can also do Liri list, which we'll go into. These are the switch cases that I created. So Liri, which was the process.argv2, is Spotify music or Spotify this song. Then we're gonna run the Spotify search function, and we're gonna pass the query parameter, which query was process.argv3. We have the case for our movies, so I leave a lot of leeway for people misspelling or possibly using different movie search ideas. Likewise, this gets passed. Same with bands and concerts. Excuse me. To figure out when the band search comes up, and it queries it out, or passes the query. Random case, or the do what it says one. I got a couple of different ones for that, just to have fun there. Because we don't need to worry about what gets passed, I don't pass anything. And then we have the case where if you type list, it's going to run the inquirer function, which was one of the first things we talked about. Otherwise, if they don't type in any of those commands, then they're going to get shown the help, which we also talked about. So let's demonstrate this a little bit. All right, we'll start off with node Liri random, and bam, you get a Backstreet Boys song. I want it that way. This is the preview link. I'm not going to open that. I suppose I could, but I'm not going to. We'll try Spotify, the song My Hero. Okay, we get not Foo Fighters, but that's cool. We got Morton Morris, the song My Church. That's strange. Not sure why that happens. How about node Liri list? And we'll run through the list. Do the movie search. We'll do Inception. We'll see if the movie is titled Inception. It was released in this year. It all comes out nice and easily. Alright, let's try song search. We can do Blessings. We got a Big Sean Blessings. Sweet. Let's do it again one more time. Band search. Foo Fighters, I know is in town. Well, we'll just let it null out. Bam. And there we get the song Foo Fighters. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Everything seems to be working. Oh yeah, do we need any others? Oh, we do show help. And bam, you get all those to tell you what to do. Anyways, have a good day. Hopefully you liked how this works. And hopefully I get that A.